what it is, what it does, what it is, what it was. It's your boy Lane Trucker, back with another. Today's video is about why you should not get your authority. I personally believe in balance. So that's just with anything in life, you need balance. You always need balance so one overtake the other. So my last video that I'll link maybe a little further at the end, I'm gonna keep this video short, but I made on why you should get your authority. Now that was mainly for the people that had already been thinking about it, really wanted to do it, and they were just kind of on the ledge, on the cliff, like, should I go, should I not? So that was mainly for those kind of people. That wasn't me trying to convince you that you should get your authority if you were content and happy being a company guy or whatever you was doing. First and foremost, I want to take the time to thank you guys for clicking on the video, for even taking out the time to watch the video. Secondly, if this is your first time in, or if you watch my videos sporadically, subscribe, click the notification bell. That way you get notified when I'm making a video, share the videos. Of course, all this is if you like the videos. Like the video, okay? Like, comment, share, anything you want to see going forward, because after all, I really do make these type of videos to help other people. So I do enjoy them, but at the same time, if no one's really getting anything out of it, like whether it's information, entertainment, just like nothing, then it's like, what am I doing it for, So it ain't like I'm getting paid to do this. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to say again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just like this video isn't me trying to scare you and say, run, don't do it. I've been having mine for 4 years and it's been up and down, but overall I love it. I would do it again. I'd rather be in this space than that space. That's just me personally, but again, I'm gonna talk about a few reasons why you shouldn't get yours. I'm gonna try to keep this short enough where I can throw in some workout clips that I had. I actually recorded yesterday because like I said, I was intent on doing this video yesterday. I was gonna put it all together. But hey, life happens. I forgot exactly what it was, but life happens, so I couldn't get to it. So one thing I wanna bring up that this reminds me of, somebody, I don't know, I read a lot, so I don't know if I read this, I heard this or whatever. So one of the reasons why you should not get your authority is because not everybody has owner mentality. Like the saying said, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but just keeping it real, and it made a lot of sense to me. They said, not everybody is meant to own McDonald's. Some people have to work there. So it was just like the light bulb, like bling, bling, bling. Of course, right? If everybody wanted to own McDonald's or wherever you're going, blah, 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 then there would be no employees. So somebody has to actually do the work. That's in the industry. And sometimes you just may be the worker. You may don't want to own something. You may not be the type of person that want those responsibilities. I know me personally, I've never really been into being a manager as far as managing over when I was, just growing up in different jobs, being a manager of employees and asking, why have you come in late? Stuff like that. I didn't really like that part, the ideal of it. I've never been a manager, but I never liked that part of the job. Well, guess what? When you become an owner, now it depends. Right now I run my own show as far as, well, it's just me. That's how I like it. But if I was to expand and have other employees, then guess what? I'm gonna be in that managerial position where now I gotta check up on, depending on how you want to run your business, of course, you can always outsource. But I'm thinking of a very small thing that if you was to jump out here and do it, that you may be looking at. So you gotta know yourself. If you know you're not really interested in babysitting, I'm just gonna call it what it is, because that's what it is. It's called babysitting. If you're not interested in babysitting, then owning your thing, getting your own authority, especially if you plan on leasing on other owner operators or something like that, then it may not be for you. That's why I say you have to know yourself, because you have to know what you're willing to put up with and not put up with. It's going back to the employee thing. for me, I knew when I was 18 working at Walmart, being an employee wasn't for me. I knew early on. I had to, we'll quickly share this, but I had to act like I was doing something. I've heard people talk about that in the office settings, that, you know, when a manager comes, you know, you gotta hurry up and put your phone down or put a screen up. Like, you have to act like you're doing something, even though you have nothing to do. You have completed your job. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna act busy. I'm not interested in acting for you. I'm not put on the show. It's not a clown and pony show. So if I don't have anything to do, I don't have anything to do. And I'm not gonna act like it just because you show up. So your reason may be you don't want to deal, you want to be that person that goes in with a set schedule, clocks in, and clock out. They do have that. I know not necessarily a clock. Yeah, some of them do have a clock. They get paid by the hour, especially locally. You can get paid by the hour. I haven't personally had that job where I got paid by the hour. I usually got paid by the load or a mishmash of stops and stuff like that when I was doing food delivery service, and I was in that business, that side of it. But yeah, you get paid by the hour, but on those things, you kind of know when you're gonna start and know where you're gonna get off, you know. But over the road, of course, that's different. It's a little more freer, but at the same time, they're putting times and demands and on you, but maybe that's what you like. Maybe you don't want to be that person that has to call the brokers or has to deal with rate confirmations. You got to deal with carrier packets. There's more paperwork. So being an owner operator, having your own authority, let me rephrase that because it can be different. Having your own authority comes with those responsibilities that you may not want to deal with. Not everybody wants to deal with them, and I completely understand. The other side to that of not wanting to deal with the responsibility, maintenance. Like, I literally just left my truck yard, just had to buy 2 new tires. Today is Saturday. On a Saturday, when you work for a company, if you're off on the weekends, guess what? You're off. You're getting off saying, hey, you know, the tire's a little low. Y'all probably want to handle that. I'll be back in Monday morning. So yeah, like that. It don't bother me. It's right down the street. That ain't the point. You may not want to deal with that. You may not want to deal with getting a PM on your truck or any other kind of maintenance you have to do. They just may not be in your personality. You may be a person that don't like the paperwork end of it. That's another one. I actually don't like the paperwork end of it, but I just know it's a necessary evil that comes with the business. If I want to be here, then I got to do this. But, you know, there's great benefits from it, but that ain't the point here. The point is, why not? You may not be that person that wants to deal with any of this paperwork again. You rather come in, tell me what I have to do. I don't want to figure it out. Tell me what I have to do. Let me get my job done and let me go home and let me go on with the rest of my day. So it can be a headache. You know, when I say it can be a headache, I'm not talking just paperwork. I'm talking about the whole thing. You know, it can be a headache to deal with if you don't have the right personality. If things get to you, this is how I think you kind of have an idea. If things get to you and bother you really easy, or you overthink a lot, it may not be in your best interest if you don't handle things well. If you're more laid back, you know, you just kind of go with the flow of things and like, hey, stuff happens. You know, if you got more of that personality, it'll be a lot easier to deal with. So that's why it goes back to, yet again, knowing who you are. There are other reasons, but again, I didn't want to make this too long. But the last one I'm gonna finish with is finances. What I don't like about it is having my own authority is you just can't count on it. I'm just being honest, you can't count on it. You can make, in 1 week, you can make, now it depends on how you run it. I don't really run that far. But let me just say, in general, depending on how you're running, etc., you can make a good week 4 to 7 grand or something like that. And then you have another week where you make 1,500 to 2,000 because of various reasons, you know, whether just a whole bunch of various reasons. And you may not like that. Completely understand that. you may not like the fact that you can't count on a specific set amount of money every week. And a lot of people, they want to know, I'm gonna get a $1,200 check every single Friday. That way I can balance my life better. I can balance a financial budget and so on. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Wrap this video up. I'll throw these workout clips in here somewhere. Keep it in mind, stay on the grind, one day at a time. Salute.